my successful lions out there. I'm back. I coming to you guys today, man. Once again, I always want to say I greatly appreciate you guys, all the new subscribers, all the people liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, man. I greatly appreciate you guys. You guys are the main reason I keep this going, because I know you guys appreciate it. And, you know, we're going to continue to make this better. Production-wise, like I got goals for this channel as we continue to rise. You know, like my last video, the tortoise and the hare story, I'm willing to put in the groundwork that needs to be done to get to that level. So we're just gonna keep cranking out content, productive, positive content that helps, you know, everybody in some type of way grow. You know, we're not into the ratchet side of things and you know, all that stuff, but shout out to them. But this is a positive channel that I want to explain to you guys that I wanted to do during the pandemic. I wanted to give some people some encouragement, some help going through that time, something to watch, something to take their mind off the stress and, you know, better themselves, you know, with books, fitness, finance, the Lord, of course, getting right with the Lord and getting right with yourself and quitting a lot of addictions, cigarettes, weed, pills, alcohol, and just making yourself better while you have that time that downtime during that pandemic. But we're just continuing on as subscribers keep pouring in, and you know, I greatly appreciate you guys. So I just wanted to take those couple minutes and greatly appreciate you guys. All right, today we're talking about, some people ask me like, hey, how can you be on semen retention and hang around beautiful, attractive women? And they ask, can you, or is it a good thing? My answer to that from my perspective is yes, you can and you should hang around beautiful women. We're not, fellas, we are not in jail, okay? We are free men out in the free world. We're just practicing semen retention, saving our seed, practicing abstinence, you know, purity for your own self to be better, you know. So this is great to hang around beautiful, attractive women so you can put that lust that we had in the front of us to the back of us, you know, put it in the rear view, you know, and become great men. I got a couple women that I date, and it could possibly take it there over time. And I have women that we're just cool. We do fitness, some we do business. We talk about future business, future goals. I don't know what their motives are. From what I see, it's just about business and fitness. But deep down, they could have other reasons why they're hanging out with me. I don't know. But for me, I date a few, and I tell them from the jump, hey, I'm dating. We can get to know each other. We can take trips. We can do certain things. You know, we could even make out. Like I'm bringing it back to like that elementary school, middle school time, man. You just make out, you know, but still on an adult level where, you know, like I said, giving massages and scented candles, and that's a very intimate moment, you know, with fruits and scented candles and oils and, you know, talking to each other, you know, seductively. That's very intimate, you know what I mean? And being able to do that as a man and being very aroused to hold that back and say, no, I'm not going to do this right now because it's not what I want to do for myself. Um, so I'm not gonna get on here because YouTube is you know kids watching stuff like that. But I've had a lot of sex. Okay, so it's about controlling my lust for the sex, and possibly on this journey meeting my wife, but that's to the back burner. My main focus is bettering myself as a man, conquering goals. Like as men, what we do, we get cars to impress the women. We go to the club to hopefully pop bottles and impress women we could bring home. We, you know, look good or in shape for the woman. Like it becomes, and as a man, I'm not afraid to admit, it becomes a top priority instead of other goals being a top priority for myself, which is loving the Lord, my fitness goals, my mental goals, my finance goals, my knowledge, and overall becoming a better man, and a family man, becoming better with my family, because a lot of stuff like you especially this new age, sometimes family is so separate. So I just try to do the best I can to meet my family and be present in certain situations, and make myself visible and, in the mix a little bit. But there's a lot of stuff that I don't do as a man anymore, like I'm not a big, huge sports guy. I'm not like a barbecue guy anymore, like, because it's my fitness and my mental fitness. I'll go to a couple games here and there, catch a couple highlights, but as far as that, man, I'd rather read some scriptures or read a book or listen to a book or listen to some financial literacy stuff online. Whatever I can do to better myself in that time, or hit the gym or take a walk, I'd rather do that for 2 hours than zoom in and watch entertainment or football or basketball or baseball, whatever you're into. I'd rather take that couple hours that we basically wasted a lot of time on nonsense. Those guys are already super rich. Okay, we need to focus on ourselves and becoming better. Yes, you can indulge in it, you can support it when you have time to support it, not like setting it in your calendar. Yeah, this team is playing at 7, this team is playing at 1. Some men and women, they dedicate their whole Sunday to football. Every game you're eating, every game, then the next game, the first game you're eating lunch and BS. Then the second game you're eating nothing but snacks. Then the third game you're drunk and you're high, and then you eat another meal for dinner, and it's just bad fast food stuff. So I just tend to stay away from that. I rather dedicate my time and energy towards something else, So, but getting back to, yes, men, you should hang out with attractive women, beautiful women. We are not locked down, okay? We are not in prison that we should just have a circle full of sausages that we hang out with. No, you should hang around with beautiful women. I take trips with beautiful women, and yes, I see women in thongs, see women naked, see women in beautiful dresses and everything, smelling good, looking good, hair good, 9-piece, 8-piece, I'm good with that. You should be able to go around that and master that, instead of, we did this, men, when we was elementary school. Remember that first girl, the cutest couple girls in the school, like you remember those days, or if you had the pleasure to go out with, I've been in that situation, elementary school, middle school, going out with one of the cutest girls in the school. So, and a lot of popularity and stuff like that. But I didn't end up sleeping with those couple women. Mine, virginity or whatever loves my virginity, it came a little later. But we don't have to sleep with every woman that we see, okay? It's okay to take a couple years or so, whatever your goal may be, to become the best you that you can possibly be, okay? It's not, I'm putting things down in women. You know, I don't want people to think, oh, semen retention is about putting women down. No, I'm saying put yourself in the forefront and not a woman, okay? Become better overall. So all the women that I've dealt with on semen retention, they respect it, okay? They see the hustle, they see the glow. I'm glowing up, you know, not just skin-wise, but I'm glowing up in every aspect of anything you can think of, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, you know, I'm glowing up. And that's what this journey is about. Okay, it's not about downing women, putting women down. It's about picking yourself up and not lusting, men. Not lusting. Okay, it's about being better for yourself, man. You know, and if that's a distraction for you, too much a distraction for you, you know what you can handle. Okay, but I would suggest hanging around try to make a few female friends and you just hang around them so you have that femininity, you know, around you. You just don't have a whole bunch of men around you. You know, have that femininity around you, listen to what they're saying about certain relationships and stuff like that. I would recommend, like, even the women that I date or just cool with, like, I'm not listening to, like, their relationship issues. I'm not here to be like that. Like, I don't want to call myself an alpha male because I just am what I am, and I ain't listening to that BS. So you want to chatty patty with your girls, you do that. If I happen to be in the area of, you know, a get together and I hear you guys, cool. I hear it or whatever. Or you can ask a couple questions. I don't mind that, but I'm not about to be a chatty patty of what you got going on, your relationship and what you're doing. But for the most part, I hang around the women that I date, very good women. The other women, like fitness and business, I try to keep over there to a separate corner, but I do be around them in certain situations. You know, they invite me to different functions and stuff like that over this past summer, and you're going out in groups, hiking and running and stuff like that. So you're around them a little bit, and you're discussing fitness and stuff like that. So that's no problem. That should be no problem doing, you know what I mean? And some women you be around will be attracted to you. Like, they'll have their friends come around and say, hey, what's good with him? And, you know, you break it down to them. I'm not about to sit and be like, oh, I'm on semen retention, blah, blah, blah. Nah, you know, we can discuss it a little bit. And a lot of women don't understand it. You know, that's another thing, man, that don't get sidetracked because a woman don't understand, or one of your friends, a male friend, don't understand why you're on this journey. Oh, yo, I got a friend for you. Yo, let's go to the club. Let's do this. Let's do that. And you just on a different page in life. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. Don't look backwards and try to fit in and comply with what they got going on. No, you keep going. If they want to get on your train, they can hop on. If they want to hop off, they can hop off. But your train got to keep going. You got to keep going, man. You got to keep going, man. You know, and never stop until you ready to stop. you know, and I hope after you stop, you become 1,000% better man than you was before, because lust and focus on women will put you in a bad position as a man, when you should have been 10 steps ahead, you know, of the game, you know. But it's no diss to no women. It's you as the man who has to change and do better. You can't blame the women, okay? So, but that's it, man. So, you know, a couple people asked, like, can I hang around? How do you, I see you, you know, how do you be hanging around women, beautiful, attractive women, and y'all don't be doing nothing, sleeping in the same bed, chilling in the same area. Yo, I'll be doing this. You know how men talk, you know, that men talk, you know, and I tell fellas, yo, you know, it's different than a man going on a 2-week, 3-week drought, you know, that's something different. But doing it because you want to do it, it's a totally different mindset, a totally different aspect of life that is inside of me withholding my seed, man. I'm ripped up, I'm shredded, my mind is clear. I could obtain so much knowledge and wisdom. My skin is clear. I'm not lazy. Like, I wasn't lazy before, but I know I was lazy and lackluster in a couple of areas that now I stepped it up, because I have this energy within and this light within that's making me want to do things, not just sit around and do nothing. You know, so I encourage you guys, man, stay on this journey. For me, it's been 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is 18 months. So what's that, year and a half? And I haven't missed a beat. And I'm telling you guys, keep going. Keep going. The women will be there at the end of the road. The women will be there. You know, those that are on this journey with you, that you date or whatever, and you feel they can be trusted and they're around you, and like you guys have, you know, good, and as a man, you gotta have good discernment, good intuition. So if they're around you, they're cool, and you know, you can tell they're on the journey with you. You know, rock with them, man, and pick which one, you know, you're gonna end up with, or whatever the case may be. But don't lead people on. Tell people from the jump what you on, because that makes it a lot better. Because I've told a couple women from the jump, like, this is what I'm on, and some women be like, oh, I thought you was bluffing or playing hard to get, you know, and come to the crib and they disappear into the bathroom and come out in a negligee, or come out like in their birthday suit and try to put it on me. And I'd be like, nah. And they'd be like, what's wrong? And they think something's wrong with them. And it's not the case, you know. And those couple women, in the beginning of my journey, you know, they're not around no more, because they kept it real with me and said, yo, you're a handsome guy. I can't be around you in an enclosed area and not like just kiss and that's it, like, you know, and not being able to have intercourse, which is very responsible and very trustworthy for them to do that. And some women are not going to do that. They're going to try to hide that. And that's what I say, as a man, you got to be very discernment, you know, while on this journey, if you're going to hang around women, which this video is about. You should. I encourage you to still hang around women and not just be around men. You know what I mean? You should really hang around women, still do things with women, date, go to the movies, go out to eat, do intimate things, but just not penetration. You know, go on trips. You have your hand on her thigh, she have her hand on your thigh. Do intimate stuff, man. You know, walks in the park. Do a lot of intimate stuff, but just not penetration. Save your seed. You know, and continue the journey of semen retention until it's up for you. Some people might just have a goal of 90 days. Me, I have a higher goal. I'm not going to come on here and say what goal I have. But when I finish my goal, you're going to know. You're going to know. But right now, I'm on 1.5 years. You know, some people be coming on YouTube and they be BSing. Me, it's right hand to God. I don't play with God. And, you know, right hand on the Bible, man, it's 1.5 years, man. You know, that's why I can come to you guys with these videos truthfully and honestly. You know, that it was a rough road, like those first 60 days, 90 days. But yeah, we ain't on that. We ain't on no masturbation. We ain't on no penetration. Intimately, yes, you can kiss, you know, women from head to toe, if that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? If you can control yourself. You know, massages, scented candles, you know, if you can't, she can lay in the bed, you can lay on the couch, take showers together. You know, it's a beautiful, I don't care what nobody says, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing to me. And stuff like this, I wish I would have did earlier in my life, but God is always on time. And I appreciate the Lord giving me this wisdom and this purity at a later stage in life where I could have been like running wild. I was a wild boy, you know, going after women and stuff like that and stuff like that. But I'm glad I'm more reserved, focus on my goals and putting the Lord first, and then everything else will follow. And we're gonna look back at these videos. I'm gonna look back at these videos when I do conquer my goal later in life, and it's gonna make this even much better, 10 times better. All right, so hopefully I answered some people's questions that they probably have on their mind and can't reach me, but I answered a few questions from people that I know and I encounter on a daily, you know, about hanging with attractive women and women just in general while on this journey, semen retention journey. So all my successful lions out there, stay up, stay shining, stay smiling, and shine on it, man. Shine on it. Till next time. Peace.